Hello, everyone. Welcome to InfoCast. Today, I'll be talking about the Game of the Year awards. So, what I did, I pre-selected all my picks in a video and recorded it, but without dialogue. So, I'm going to be speaking over a video where I already made my selection. So, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and play it out here. And the reason I did this is so that I don't miss out on voting, because I wasn't sure when I could have the dialogue for this, because at the time I wasn't able to record on the mic. Okay, so these are all the nominees. It's a lot of nominees for an award show. Okay, so here we have Best Esports Event. Right here, I really didn't watch any events, but if I remember correctly, Evo was bought out by Sony, so I was leaning more towards that event. I know because there's Street Fighter usually at that event, and those are always competitive, so I went with Evo 2023. And I think there was Mortal Kombat. Normally there's fighting games. Again, I'm not so sure. But anyways, on to the next one. Best esports coach. I have no clue who any of these people are, so I looked at the game names and I went with Counter Strike, and I just went from left to right, if I remember correctly, and selected the second pick here. Yep. And let's see what's next. Also, I encourage everyone go on their vote. It's always fun every year, except the year where they picked Last of Us Part 2, and I'll explain that and how that works. But once all these categories are done with. Okay, best esports team. Again, I have no clue. I went with Counter Strike there, just because I like that game over all of them, which is unfortunate. I don't know any of these people. Best esports athlete. Again, I don't know. I looked at the game name. I went with CSGO. It's one of my favorite games. And if I were to watch a competition, Counter Strike is something I would like to watch, or that I have watched before, and is more entertaining for me than Call of Duty or Valorant or League of Legends. So best esports game. Yep, I went with Counter Strike 2 over the rest. That was the newer experience this year. The rest are older there, but that's not really why I like Counter Strike more. Content creator of the year, I have no clue once again. This was just a random pick, and I don't even remember who I picked here, but I just picked anyone. I think I did Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo, but not particularly sure. It looks like I picked this person. Okay, most anticipated game. This is one of the big ones. I was surprised it was so early on. Normally it's after the Game of the Year award or before. Well, actually, it starts with Game of the Year, but I went from the bottom of the list and went previous to keep Game of the Year last. Anyways, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is good, but I'm anticipating Star Wars Outlaws. I know it's a Ubisoft game, and I can expect disappointment, but I really like what they showed, the open world there, and the vehicle driving, so that is the game I'm anticipating. Hades, I didn't beat Hades 1 yet, but I know what to expect from there. Tekken 8, one of my favorites. Final Fantasy 7 is a good game, just not my most anticipated. Best adaptation. I watched Castlevania Nocturne, which is a sequel to the first anime on Netflix. I also watched Last of Us. I didn't see Gran Turismo. I watched a Mario movie. I did not see Twisted Metal, but my favorite was the Mario movie. It was very entertaining, and I recommend it. Next, best multiplayer. I'm guilty of not playing Baldur's Gate 3 yet, even though I heard all the hype. Diablo 4, one of my favorites there. I know the disappointment in some people with the Season 1. Street Fighter 6 is fun, Mario's fun, but I went with best multiplayer Diablo 4. I think it's the easiest to group up with. Best sports / racing game. I don't know. I think I went with Forza here. I like FIFA. I like Forza. I don't know what Hot Wheels is. That looked interesting to me, so, but I didn't play it, so I went with Forza. Forza Motorsport. The Crew is interesting, but I never played that either. Best sim strategy. I didn't play any of these, but I played Company of Heroes 2 before, and I played the previous Pikmin 2 and I think 3. So I went with Pikmin 4. It's one of my favorite strategy games. Although Company of Heroes is probably close, and if I did play both of those games, who knows, maybe I would have picked Company of Heroes 3. Best family game, it boils down to Pikmin 4, Sonic, or Mario for me, and out of Sonic and Mario, I went with Mario. I really enjoyed Super Mario Wonder. Okay, best fighting game. I've always been a Mortal Kombat fan over Street Fighter, so I went with Mortal Kombat. I didn't play Nickelodeon All Star Brawl 2. I did play the first one. I don't know what Gods of Rock is. Anyways, I went with Mortal Kombat 1. Best RPG. This one's really close. A lot of good games here. I really enjoyed Lies of P. I didn't play Sea of Stars. At least I don't think I did. I may have tried it. I didn't play 16, and I didn't play Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy game. I'm not the biggest turn-based fan anyways. I really enjoyed Starfield, and I really enjoyed Lies of P, but excuse me, at the end of the day, I picked Starfield. I know the issues around it and the loading screens and all that, but the theme, the music, the dialogue, a game you can just relax on. I just went with Starfield. I was a little confused about the massively multiplayer experiences, but then I noticed it says including massively multiplayer, not just similar to an MMO, which I don't know why they consider Baldur's Gate MMO. I think it's more of a co-op story experience, but anyways, between Lies of P and Starfield, I went with Starfield. And it looks like I'm zipping through these award picks. So, anyways, action adventure. I didn't play Marvel Spider-Man 2, but knowing that game, I don't know. I wouldn't pick it. I haven't played RE4 yet, but I did play all the older versions, and I did beat it. I played Star Wars. I played Alan Wake 2. I played Zelda. Zelda pissed me off the second half of the game, but I still did enjoy it. Alan Wake 2 was good, but it was out of those two, Star Wars and Zelda, and I really did enjoy Jedi Survivor, even though I was disappointed with that at the end. It is a cliffhanger ending, but I really enjoyed the progression of that game the most. And the previous one was our Game of the Year on DG in, I think, 2019. Anyways, best action game. I didn't play Ghost Runner 1 or 2. I didn't play Armored Core 4, and that's a From Software game, but it just doesn't interest me. I was interested in Dead Island 2. I didn't play that. I didn't play Hi-Fi Rush. The only one I played was Remnant 2, and it's a really good game, so I went with Remnant 2. But yeah, again, I'm pointing to Dead Island 2. I would like to try that. Best VR AR game, Gran Turismo 7. I've played previous VR games in Gran Turismo. They're okay. I thought the graphics weren't all that in VR. But I don't know if 7's a much upgrade, especially with VR 2, if it's even on VR 2. It looks like I went with Resident Evil VR. Horizon, I didn't play it, and I still haven't beaten the second Horizon. Anyways, best mobile game. I was leaning more towards Monster Hunter here. I think I went with Final Fantasy unless I changed my opinion, but it was either out of Final Fantasy or Monster Hunter. I don't know if I changed it here because I don't even know what any of these games are. I haven't played any of them. And it looks like I changed my vote because I really enjoyed Monster Hunter on Switch, Monster Hunter Rise at least. And again, I don't know what type of mobile games these are. I definitely need to play them. Best debut indie game. I don't know any of these. I like pizza. I picked Pizza Tower. So, there we go. Best independent game. Again, I don't know any of these. Sea of Stars catches my eye. I went with that. Although Viewfinder looks pretty good too, but who knows? I haven't played these games. And yes, I'm just voting on them. Best community support. I think I went with Cyberpunk here because I really enjoyed it. Again, I didn't play Baldur's Gate. Destiny 2 Lightfall was a disappointment. 16 I didn't play. No Man's Sky I've played before. But yeah, the newest experience was Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, so I went with Cyberpunk. Yeah, I went back to just point out that was a disappointment. So best ongoing game. Fortnite, I've played in the past. I haven't played recently. Genshin Impact, I want to play that one day. I did play it before, but I want to continue that. But, anyways, I went with Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. I was really impressed with the new expansion. Games for Impact, I don't recognize any of these games, so I think I just randomly selected anyone. And I don't even remember which one I picked. Okay, so that must have caught my eyes. He's wearing a hood. Maybe I'm like, okay, some Assassin's Creed. I don't know. Innovation and accessibility. I'm not sure. So I just went with the best game in my opinion there, which was Diablo 4. Best performance. Okay. To me, it boiled down to Cameron or Idris, and at the end of the day, I really enjoyed Cyberpunk, and Idris was a great actor, so I went with him. Best audio design. Now, this one, I really enjoyed Dead Space, the original one. I did not play the remake, and I did not play the remake of RE4. I did not play Spider-Man 2, and I did not play Hi-Fi Rush. So since I didn't play any of these, but previously in the past, I would have probably picked Dead Space. So I went with Alan Wake 2, which has an amazing soundtrack, by the way. So yeah, I would recommend, and if you play Alan Wake 2, you know what I'm talking about, because at the end of each level, they play some nice soundtrack, and even the horror themes are good. Best score and music, again, I went with Alan Wake 2 here, because it's really good. Some people might go with Zelda for the classic theme, but Alan Wake 2 deserves this award. And you can see I was second guessing, second thinking maybe I go with Zelda, but I didn't. Best art direction, I think this is where I chose Zelda here. Yeah, Mario's Mario. It did look fantastic though. Alan Wake 2 more darker. Lies of P had a nice world. It reminded me too much of Dark Souls. That's why at the end I didn't pick that. So I went with Zelda here. And it's very similar to Breath of the Wild, of course. Best narrative, I went with Alan Wake 2 because I didn't. Or wait, did I go with Cyberpunk? It's either I went with Cyberpunk or Alan Wake 2 here. I think I went with Alan Wake 2 because it had innovative narrative. Yup. Had much better storytelling. It was different. It was a different experience. Best game direction. I'm not sure. I think I went with Alan Wake 2 again because I haven't seen a gameplay like that. Yep, innovation. Okay, that keyword. Alan Wake 2, the way both characters worked in the game. If you play, you'll know what I mean with investigations. And that was definitely an innovative game. And again, I didn't play Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't play Marvel Spider-Man 2. Those are the three games I played: Mario, Alan Wake 2, and Zelda. And I really enjoyed Mario, but it did have some innovative powers there, but I had to go with Alan Wake. And this is the big one. Game of the year. I didn't pick Alan Wake 2. The game I had the most chill and fun with, I picked Super Mario Wonder because again, RE4 previously played. I didn't play Baldur's Gate. I didn't play Spider-Man 2. Alan Wake 2 was good, but not as good as Resident Evil 4, which I've played previously, so I wouldn't give it the Game of the Year in my opinion. So it boiled down to Zelda or Mario, and I really enjoyed Zelda up until a certain point in the game that disappointed me, and until actually the second half, near the end, it got better. But at the end of the day, the more chill game that I just sat back and relaxed and enjoyed nostalgia, like from my childhood was Super Mario Bros. Wonder, so I went with that for the game of the year. Now, there's a lot of categories missing here. Let me pause that there. There's a lot of categories missing, and the reason for that is what Jeff Keighley does is he gets a panel from different publications, so like IGN, for example, or GameSpot, and they vote certain games, and he only allowed 6 categories, and these 6 were the most voted here. It's the same reason why one of the years everyone voted for The Last of Us Part 2, and why some people might call that political, which is possible, is because every publication gave it 10, 10, 10, 10. So they all voted it and gave it all these awards, which it did not, in my opinion, deserve all those awards. Like best graphics, best game of the year, best sound, best voice actor from there, best everything. They gave it in one of the years. I can't remember. I think it was 2019 or 2020, one of those years. But that's how it works. That's how these awards shows work. They go with publications, and some of those publications, I would accuse that, hey, they just all gave it a 10 to fight back the review bombing that year of fans. So you could say the all the publications review bombed it with 10s. It's possible. Some of them might have been really enjoyed it, but come on, every single category, that's just BS. So that's how this works. That's why you don't see Hogwarts Legacy here. You can say it's political. Anyone that's researched that can tell why. But then again, there's a lot of games that released this year that aren't on this list. Some people would be like, oh look, I'm trying to close it and it's a video. Some people would be like, why aren't any fighting games on here? You know, those are better than some of these on here. Why are remakes on here, like Resident Evil 4? Some might say, why isn't Dead Space on here? There's tons of game. Why isn't Liza P on here, you know? Ultimately, I think it's going to be between Baldur's Gate 3 and Zelda, and the winner's probably going to be Baldur's Gate 3 just because of all the hype, and by going to all the reviews and seeing most publications have given Baldur's Gate 3, or I think it's even on Metacritic. But anyways, it seems like they want to push Baldur's Gate 3 as the winner instead of Zelda again. But the sleeper is Alan Wake 2. So I will be surprised if Alan Wake 2 wins, and I wouldn't be disappointed. And obviously I picked Mario, so I wouldn't be disappointed. But out of Baldur's Gate 3 and Zelda, I would pick Zelda, but I think ultimately the winner will be Baldur's Gate 3. Now, they haven't had a sale on this game, so if it does win, I'm betting they're probably going to do a game sale on this. I am a huge Dragon Age fan. I don't like the turn-based that I'm seeing in Baldur's Gate 3, but apparently it's really fun, and it's a lot funner in co-op. So I'll give it the benefit of doubt. Okay, so I missed day 1 of the voting for player's voice. So I'm going to show that off really quickly, and let's pause it here. And these were the lists of round 1. So this was player choice, whatever you vote for. They knocked out a few games, and then in day 2, they picked the ones for us to vote on again. So here's this list, and then I'm gonna go to round 2, and then you can compare them on what was eliminated and what stayed, which is again the basic games. I don't know what Hankei Star Rail is. I've never heard of it. I'm surprised to see that as Game of the Year, but I assume it's a popular anime style game. Hogwarts, I'm happy to see that there. Genshin Impact, come on. I don't know why. Like, player's voice is supposed to be the player's Game of the Year, and having stuff like Genshin Impact again, I don't know how it's making it on there. I don't know why Jeff Keighley is even putting it on there. Maybe it won last year. I think I read about that, but it shouldn't be on that list. Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk. See, look, I'm going crazy with the mouse. Why is Genshin Impact there? Hogwarts, Honkai, I don't know what that is. Liza P should be there. That's cool. So I pulled up the snipping tool and I crossed stuff out. I forget about Liza P because it's at the bottom corner, but it's definitely not my pick because there was a lot of disappointment with that game. So first off, I crossed the games that I didn't play, which was Baldur's Gate, and then I crossed out Genshin Impact many times. I did play it, but again, it shouldn't be on the list there. I don't know why it's there. I did not play that, so I got rid of that. And I didn't play Marvel Spider-Man 2, and I didn't play RE4 yet. I did play it previously. I played the demo, and I do own the game, but I just haven't played it yet. Other than the demo, so I know what to expect from it. So it was out of these games, Cyberpunk I eliminated. I really enjoyed Phantom Liberty. Between Alan Wake, Hogwarts, and Zelda, I eliminated Alan Wake 2. So then it was out of those two games. I meant to eliminate Liza P earlier. So let me see here. Head back here. Okay, so if it's out of these four, I think I would eliminate probably Lies of P next, even though it's probably a better game than Alan Wake 2, but just because of the innovation of Alan Wake 2, I would keep it third best. So right here we'd say Lies of P's gone, so it would be between Zelda and Hogwarts, and I would have went with Game of the Year with Zelda, but because of that second half where it just wanted me to find a random village, and then even some of the underground levels which were dangerous in the game, I didn't enjoy. I don't know. And I started to enjoy it near the end again, and that's after I beat it. It was an awesome game, but Hogwarts Legacy was just chilling. I played it on the Steam Deck. I played it on the on my desktop, and I never had a problem with it. It was great. It was great seeing Harry Potter game come to life, and I think that's a well-deserved game of the year, and that's what should be picked in my opinion. I do notice Mario's not here. Between Mario and Hogwarts, is definitely close. I think I would go with Hogwarts overall, but I'm definitely gonna have a video about all my game of the years in the past, and yeah, I would say a safe bet is Hogwarts over Mario, and Mario's second. That's what my picks would be. So I submitted the vote here, and I realized, oh, Liza P, I didn't cross that out. So yeah, that's it. Those are all my picks. I encourage you guys to go vote, and we are missing round one here, so I don't know what they're gonna have there, but go pay attention, go see what it's gonna be, and the award show is coming soon. And as you can see, we just had community night with Among Us. So, oh yeah, it's December 7th. I mean, I showed in the beginning of the video. So yeah, tune in. It's a good show. It is a lot longer than in the past, or maybe it's the same length. I don't know. It's been feeling long lately. A lot of people now watch it as like the new E3, basically with world premieres. But Jeff Keighley did mention there won't be that title of world premiere. I am excited to see Kojima's Death Stranding 2 some more, and his Xbox game, whatever it is, and whatever new games show. We did get an announcement for GTA 6 that will be shown on Tuesday. I wonder if we'll get another trailer on Thursday. So it's gonna be an interesting week. So as you see, this episode was different than before. I did say there was another episode I wanted to make about another game. I think I might do Insurgency next. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, thanks for watching, and again, tune into the Game of the Year Awards on December 7th. Take care.